All right, we're here doing our class here in the MBCIA. We have Gino back here with us. This is we actually did a class with him probably 2 months ago, and these are some an actual farscape we took off the building, and we actually saved the lower part and the upper part. This is the upper part of the farscape. This is the lower part that was buried in the ground, and we're actually using this to show some of the pieces and how long it takes to rust, some of the gussets, and just how long it takes. I don't know if you can see in here, Gene, how much it eaten inside. That's a notorious area for. And we also showed on this side just all the typical connections that get welded, and some of the repairs that are done that are unauthorized type of repairs, which is, the rust is still in there, and the connections are welded. These last one year, 2 years at most, and then they snap again. Plenty of the lead paint still on, so we actually have a lead stick here to do a lead test on it. But anything that has an orange base is based, and then just how much rot. So if you can come on this side, take a look and see what happens when you just let it sit on the ground or buried into the ground, because sometimes they asphalt it. But we have several types of connections here, and this is a farscape that came off an elementary school as of this December. So this was actually being used by children, teachers, and the most surprising part of it is firefighters and building inspectors walk this every day in a school building because they get inspected every year. So this is why we want to do this as a show and tell.
Did you come from Massachusetts?
Yeah. But this is just, it's typical of across the country. I see this across the country. This is not just typically here. But, and then from this side we show how easy it is to take the same very piece and just change out the bolts, silicone shut it. And we left these purposely on to show that they're 50 to 75 years old. But if you leave any of these connections on, now you still have to load test it. This would be considered what's called a spot repair. And if you leave anything old, you have to load test it. If you take those out, as easily as you took these, you take those out, and the rest is clean, you've avoided the load test because you've refurbished it. So spot repairs still force you into a load test.
Now,
full repairs.
In this particular situation, did they replace the entire farscape?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
And but you know who brought me to this attention? The facilities guy. Now, this wasn't a violation. This wasn't a fire violation. This wasn't a state code violation. The facilities guy said, I don't think we can fix this. I don't want to fix this. And I'm telling my school to change it out. But this is a 75-year-old plus farscape in use as of December 19th of this year.
Well, it's one good reason why we're here today.
Well, you had a class. What did you think about the class that you got? Because you actually had to go out in the field and watch some of this stuff. What do you think about it, dragging it in here? And
Yeah, we had Cisco out to our group 3-4 months ago.
Yeah.
Metro West building officials. Great presentation. Following the educational portion, we actually did a site field inspection. We looked at a building that had actually 3 types of fire escapes, as you recall. We had a balcony, just a single balcony. We had a ground-supported fire escape, and we also had a hanging fire escape.
with cantilever.
Cantilever, correct. And during that inspection, I think one of the fire escapes was basically hanging off the side of the building, and it was a real eye-opener for me. It's the first training that I've received by Fire Escape Services here, which was excellent. And I'm happy to report that has been cited and remedial work is underway as we speak right
Perfect.
now.
And again, we found this on the other fire escapes there, on all the 3 that we saw. We found the same exact scenario. So now knowing what the right way to fix something is, what the wrong way to fix something is, because even if it's going to be fixed the wrong way, now we still have to load test it. It may pass a load test that day, but sadly some of these wells, if the rust stays, are going to pop again within 1 to 3 years. And the cycle on these is 5, so that's why we're trying to avoid welded repairs with rust still in the connection being one of the ways. And now that with the EPA saying that if you got this little orange, you got any lead, you can't weld on fire escapes anymore either. Thank you for doing that piece.
Thank you for the training.
Thank you.